Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
Music is my life, music's my career, and if you watch my channel, you know I love music-related beers and breweries. Well, what's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. Probably tired of hearing me say this, but when I was on my pilgrimage down to 450 North Beer Maze, the Corn Maze, I hit a bunch of breweries all along that little trail from Cleveland to southern Indiana, Columbus, Indiana area. And one of the breweries that I stopped by was Fretboard Brewing Company. So I've known about Fretboard Brewing Company for years. I've seen them at a lot of the beer fests, especially back in the day, in the before times. They'd always be at the beer fests. And I was never really impressed with their beers. I thought their beers were average. None of their beers really impressed me, which was disappointing because Fretboard, I mean, that's guitars. That screams to me. I mean, I want to really like beers from them. I want them to make good beers. And in the before times, I just wasn't that impressed with them. But we stopped at a brewery, I can't remember the name of it now, in Harrison, Ohio, which is right on the border of Ohio and Indiana. And a mile down the road was a Fretboard location. So Fretboard is located in Blue Ash, Ohio, which is kind of northeast Cincinnati area. But they had a location here in Harrison, Ohio. So I said, why not? We're here, it's a mile away, let's go. And the location, really cool spot, really cool bar, brewery area, had live music going on. And what was really interesting to me is it's basically in the middle of a block. And when you get to the end of the block and cross the street, you went from Ohio to Indiana. That's how close it is to the Indiana-Ohio line. It's probably 100 meters from Indiana. So that was neat. But I figured I'd stop there. Haven't had their beers in a long time. Why not get a check-in on the Ohio Untap app? And I'm there, right? So we were there, had some beers. They were really good. I was impressed. They really stepped their game up. I saw this beer right here after that long-winded intro and explanation. And this is the Orange Super Crush Extra Juicy Hazy IPA. Of course, it's from Fretboard Brewing Company. And it's really a really cool label because you've got a patch cord going on. And the really neat thing is Orange Super Crush, it's got what's supposed to be or looks like an orange amplifier, an orange guitar head. That's really neat. Really appreciate that on the label. And also I should mention, I enjoyed their beer so much, I actually picked up a shirt from the brewery. So hopefully this is a good one. I don't want to be disappointed. On the can here, it says, start on this side, Brews in Tune. Fretboard Brewing Company, finely tuned in Blue Ash, Ohio. 6.7% alcohol. And that is really everything on the can here. There is a date. I don't know if I can read it because it's right on the edge of the can. I don't know if that's an 8 or a 9. And then something 2025. So, worst case, this was canned in August. Best case, this was canned in September. And this is now mid-October. I'm sure it's probably still a good beer, right? But we're about to find out. So on Untapped, this gets a 3.69 with 828 check-ins. Beer Advocate had an 80 good with 2 check-ins. And Untapped says this has 23 IBUs. I don't believe that would be correct for a extra juicy hazy IPA, but who knows? Untapped's never has good info anymore. Get a nose on it. That smells like Gojo. That kind of smells like Gojo to me. That was the first thought that came to my head is Gojo. And I don't know, maybe a lot of you out there don't know Gojo. It's a like pumice hand cleaner that a lot of people use in garages, mechanic shops. Really good. Smells really, really good. Really fresh orange kind of smell with a little grittiness to it. Now, the smell wasn't very strong, but that was just the instant thought I had when I smelled that. It was Gojo. Kind of weird. Color. Oh, there's a lot of floaters in that one. And that is a chunky, depending on what side of the light you look at, almost between like a chicken noodle soup and a little darker orange color. Can't see through it at all. Big tons of fisheye bubbles, but not a big head. If this tastes like orange, I'm going to be really happy. So let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Orange, citrus, some slight, I don't know about that bitterness. There's a little bit of bitterness there, but it's very fleeting. It's just kind of a nondescript bitterness. It's light to medium bodied, orange and citrus, but not like a fresh orange. More like, I don't know, maybe a tangerine, something along that lines. It's a fresh fruit flavor, but it's not super citrusy, sweet, and bright. It's more subdued, and that little bitterness kind of cuts into the sweetness a little bit. It's very juicy. And for an IPA, I almost wouldn't guess it's an IPA. It's just juicy, citrusy, fresh tasting, not super bitter. You could probably convince me that this was a juicy pale ale, and I would agree with you. So maybe Untapped is correct with the 23 IBUs. 6.7% ABV, not noticeable at all. This is an absolutely delicious beer. If you see this around, don't let the name fool you. Don't get scared about the extra juicy Hazy IPA, especially if you're not a big IPA person, because this is really tasty. I give this a big horns up. And Fretboard Brewing Company, I give you a big horns up too, because you've really stepped your game up since the before time, since I used to see you all the time at the beer festivals. Your beers have increased in quality phenomenally since then. Really appreciate that. Love seeing a brewery comes out and kind of, I don't know, understands they're struggling or whatever it is, and then improves the quality of their beer, improves their game, and really seems to be doing a lot of very well and successful, multiple locations. So if you're in the Cincinnati area, go check them out. Go check out Fretboard Brewing Company. Rod J, have you ever been to it? If not, you should go check it out as well. Thank you all for watching, and as always, embrace the adventure.